So it's been a minute since I've seen you, and I have just wanted to say that I miss singing with you, and I actually miss some new melodies. And there's been one on my mind that I thought it might be nice to teach you. So if you will, take a listen to this new melody. You might hear it come back later in the service. It sounds like this. I bet you're singing along. Just in case you didn't get it, let's try that together again.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It's so wonderful to see you. Welcome from near and far, wherever you are zooming into our sacred sanctuary this evening. I want to make sure that everybody goes into gallery view so that we can see our faces as we build a sacred space and sacred community tonight. Let's greet each other with a heart tap as we do each week, wishing each other Shabbat Shalom, extending love and light to each of us. And I see Rabbi Sissenwein and I see Rabbi Sapphire. Shabbat Shalom. Hello to you from vacation. Thanks for being with us tonight.
It's great to be here.
Yes.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. So I've been thinking a lot, before we light Shabbat candles, I've been thinking a lot about light this week. That every time I turn on the Olympics, I see a logo of a torch of light and fire. This light that is here to tell the world that the Olympics have started, and also to inspire the Olympians to go on and to take that light and go forth in their achievements. And I've been thinking a lot about light because we have a reminder each and every week of the light that lives and dwells within us, of the light that can inspire us to be caring and compassionate, to learn and grow, to repair the world. And so as we join together in bringing forth the Shabbat light, let's allow it to bless us as we allow that light to bless the world. So let's join together. Let's see some candles. There we go. And let's join together in this blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
And with that, let's all take a deep, collective, restorative breath. With the bringing in of our light, we recognize the weekend is here, a day of rest, and we bring about and invite our day of rest with some angels. We'll bring some angels down. We'll join together with Shalom Aleichem to bring some heavenly presence down within us and into our light, into our community together. So let's join together.
Shalom Aleichem, מלאכי השרת, מלאכי עליון. מי מלך מלאכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. בואכם לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון. מי מלך מלאכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ברכוני לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון. מי מלך מלאכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. צאתכם לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון. מי מלך מלאכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Bo'i v'shalom. Come and bring in peace. Let's invite peace, good Shabbat feelings, and good Shabbat community. We join together with Lecha Dodi.
Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, hishmi'anu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad, u'shemo echad, leshem u'tiferet v'litila, lecha dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekabela, lecha dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekabela, likrat Shabbat lechuvenecha, ki hi mekor haberacha, merosh mikedem nesucha, sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila, lecha dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekabela, hitoreri, ki ba'orech, kumi ori, shir daveri, kvod Adonai, alayich nigla, lecha dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekabela, yalai, yalalai, I invite you to please rise in body or spirit as we greet the Sabbath bride. Bo'i v'shalom, ateret bala, gam b'simcha u'v'tzola, toch emunei ham segula,
I invite you to join us back in gallery view so we can see all the sacred places, spaces, and people in our community. And we join together even in this time when we are all apart in different spaces on different Zoom screens. We take a moment in our service to connect to the oneness of ourselves, the oneness of our world, and the oneness of community. So we join together in a moment of centering ourselves with the words of Shema.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed.
As we enter into Shabbat this evening, let us enter peacefully with a Sukkat Shalom, complete structural peaceness. And we join together for the words of Hashkivenu.
I mentioned earlier I've been thinking a lot about music, and this is a melody that's been kind of mulling around in my head. And so as our student Rabbi Lesner mentioned, a Sukkat Shalom, a shelter of peace, this is a melody that makes me feel peaceful. I hope you'll join. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'Shalom Hamidenu Shomreinu L'Chaim L'Chaim. Let's try that together. Hashkivenu Eloheinu L'Shalom Hamidenu Shomreinu L'Chaim L'Chaim Ufros Aleinu Sukkat Shlomecha V'taknenu B'eitza Tova Milfanecha V'hoshienu L'man Shemecha Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'Shalom Hamidenu Shomreinu L'Chaim L'Chaim.
Love, the word love is mentioned in our Parsha 6 times. 6 times in 3 short chapters, we're reminded of the power of connection with God and with others, and the way that we are inspired to bring more love into our consciousness and into our interactions in the world. So I want to invite us as we begin our Amidah to place in the chat box ways in which we experience love and gratitude this week as we join together with words of Adonai Sfatai.
Open up our lips so we may praise your name. Open up our hearts so we can feel our pain. Open up our souls to let our love make us whole, and we will praise your name, Adonai, Sifatai Tivtach. Yagid Tehilatecha Adonai Sifatai Tivtach. Yagid Tehilatecha.
Let's take a few moments in personal reflection, reflecting on the way that we're bringing wholeness and love and gratitude into our world.
Adonai, may the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you. My rock and my redeemer.
So let us join together in words of Misha Berach, words and prayers of healing for those in need of healing of mind, of body, of spirit, of soul. If you're thinking of someone in need of healing, someone near or far, I invite you to place the names of those you're thinking about in the chat box. And as we do so, we'll join together in these words of healing and blessing.
Mikor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing. And let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mikor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say,
Before we offer blessings of Shehechianu, moments of gratitude for which we shared in life's journey and thanking God for the sacred moments in our lives, has anybody celebrated a birthday this week? Love to see your hand. Did I share a birthday with anybody this week?
I was just gonna say, we want to wish you a happy belated birthday, Rabbi
Happy
Sherman.
birthday. Well, thank you. And happy birthday. I see a few hands raised. Vicky, yes, a happy birthday. We share a birthday. I know that. Happy birthday to you. How about Anna and Nancy Ostroff, the director of our Gan Elohim preschool? Happy birthday to you. Anniversaries. Is anybody celebrating an anniversary this week? Naomi.
I see some hands.
Wonderful. Mazel tov. And sacred special moments. If you have celebrated some sacred special moment, if you did something tried a new ice cream flavor for the first time, or if there is something special that yes, Cantor Zell.
Oh, I was just raising my hand because I was lucky to be in Napa, and I tried some new wines for the first time.
There you go.
I'm celebrating
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, we have so many things to offer words of blessing. And so let us thank God for having arrived Higia at this moment.
Simone Biles. is the most decorated gymnast of all time. She exists in a league of her own on the international competitive stage and came into this year's Olympic Games with the weight of the whole world's expectations that she would claim every gold medal available to her in both team and in individual events. So it came as a shock to those of us watching from our living rooms all around the world when on Tuesday, Biles stumbled badly on her first vault in the team final, left the floor with a trainer, and returned only to send in the Team USA alternate to compete in her stead. The next day, Biles announced that she would also withdraw from the individual all-around medal competition, citing the need to prioritize her mental and physical health. Simone Biles is known as the greatest of all time, and it's not only because of her athletic prowess. In that moment, under a degree of pressure to perform that none of us can fully comprehend, Biles was strong enough and wise enough to say, "I've had enough." She recognized that for the sake of the bigger picture, including her own mental and physical safety, as well as her team's chance at success, she needed to pull back. And what's more, she accepted with incredible humility and grace that not only had her nerves had enough, but she already had enough to step away from the idolized medals of gold and silver and to give her teammates her blessing to go out and achieve their own Olympic dreams. Biles didn't need to suffer for the sake of another gold. She was already enough. This week, we turn to Parshat Akev and Moses' ongoing efforts in the book of Deuteronomy to set the Israelites up for success without him in the promised land. Moses exhorts the Israelites again and again to keep the commandments they were given, not to turn astray from God who brought them out of Egypt and through the wilderness and to a good land flowing with milk and honey. He said, "Take care lest you forget the eternal your God and fail to keep God's commandments, rules, and laws, which I enjoin upon you today. When you have eaten and are satisfied and have built fine houses to live in, and your silver and gold have increased, and everything you own has prospered, beware lest your heart grow haughty and you forget the eternal your God, and you say to yourselves, my own power and the might of my own hand have won this wealth for me. Remember that it is the eternal your God who gives you the power to get wealth." Now, to protect against this inclination towards egotism, a concrete commandment offers a remedy. It says, when you have eaten and you are satisfied, you shall bless the eternal your God for the good land which God has given you. This Torah commandment is the source from which Birkat Hamazon, the blessing after meals, is derived. And even though the Torah does not make specific mention of blessing God before eating, the early rabbis came to the conclusion in their Talmudic discussion of this commandment that if we should bless God when we're full and happy, all the more so we should bless when we're about to partake of a meal that God has made it possible for us to enjoy. Hence, before we dig into a warm Shabbat Challah, we pause for a moment to recite Hamotzi, blessing God for bringing forth bread from the earth. Now, in some respects, it's actually easier to remember to recite a blessing before a meal. When we're hungry and having something to eat is foremost in our minds, it's easier to access the feeling of gratitude for the food on the plate in front of us. But when we've eaten and feel full, it's easier to forget that hunger and that gratitude and to move on to pursue whatever comes next without stopping to offer blessings for the multitude of miracles that made the meal possible. A commandment to offer blessings after eating is a radical invitation to take a long pause, to be deeply mindful and reflective on all that we've just enjoyed, and indeed, on all that we have. And here's the most radical part of all. We cannot offer this blessing until we are satisfied. Ve'achalta v'savata. When you have eaten and you are satisfied, then you shall bless the eternal, the text teaches. In order to partake in this blessing, we need to recognize that we have had enough. Recognizing when we've had enough and feeling a sense of satisfaction at that point is easier said than done. At the dinner table, even when my stomach is quite full, I will almost always ignore its obvious signals that I've had enough to eat if there's a piece of chocolate cake in front of me. I won't feel satisfied until I've had some, and while I might enjoy the extra bites in the moment, I will pay for it later. Now, recognizing when we've had enough of something gets even more difficult when the warning signals are less obvious than a full stomach. We live in a society in which we are taught that we can never have enough. We always need more. We can never have enough stuff. We can never have enough money. We can never have enough likes. We live in a society in which we are told that we ourselves are never enough, never productive enough, never strong enough, never beautiful enough, never good enough. We are told to always strive for more and more and more and more, and told that this pursuit of more will make us happy. And yet, our planet is choking under the weight of the goods we endlessly accumulate and discard. Our fellow human beings, from famous celebrities to faceless workers who run our nation's economic engine, are cracking under the weight of unrealistic expectations. Sometimes striving for more helps us build up better versions of ourselves, but eventually it will break us down. If we can never be satisfied, if we can never acknowledge that we have enough, that we've had enough, that we are enough, then we rob ourselves of the opportunity of blessing. Ve'achalta, v'savata, uverachta. When you have eaten and when you are satisfied, then shall you bless. Following Simone Biles' withdrawal from the team gymnastics final and the applause and gratitude for her positive example that flowed in from around the world, Biles wrote on Instagram, "The outpouring of love and support I've received has made me realize I'm more than my accomplishments, more than gymnastics, which I never truly believed before." There are far more blessings in life than winning gold. And when we have the humility, the bravery, and the strength to say that we are enough, we have the power to bring new blessings into being. So allow yourself to be satisfied. You are enough, and you are a source of blessing. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Rabbi Harper. I just want to acknowledge you as you complete your first month at TBE. We are so grateful for your presence and thank you for your words of wisdom. Really beautifully done. Yasher Koach.
So, Rabbi Harper, I am feeling full. That was more than good enough, and I'm grateful. And it has me thinking, and hearing your words, I'm thinking of the Birkat Hamazon, and I'm thinking of how on Shabbat and on special occasions, we add these words from Psalm 126. I hope perhaps you'll consider adding them to your blessings tonight. Shuva Adonai et sheviteinu kafikim banegev hazorim bedima berina iktsoru shir hamalot beshuv Adonai et shivat Zion hayinu kechomi az emale zechok pinu u'shonei
But let us move in our tefillah and our service to the words of Mourner's Kaddish. If you are here tonight in observance of a yahrzeit, the anniversary of the death of a loved one, or are in a period of mourning, I invite you to place the names of the loved ones that you're remembering on this Shabbat this week in the chat box. And as you do so, let me share the names of those in our community who died in the last 30 days. David Goldberg, the father of Liz Marcus, Ernest Greenberg, the father of Glenn Greenberg, Henny Liederman, the mother of Gloria Curris, Al Lipkin, the father of Amy Robbins, Ronald Ronkin, the father of Suzanne Ronkin Leone. And I've been asked to read the following names this Shabbat: Gertrude Aschheim, the mother of Peter Aschheim, Irving Ives, the father of Jane Ives, and Stephen Ives, the brother of Jane Ives, and Marshall Marcus, the father of Deb Haluska. And so if you are a mourner among us, I invite you to rise or sit with a little more intentionality and purpose as we place the words of the Mourner's Kaddish on our screen and join together in these sacred words. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'alma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute, v'chayechon uvyomechon uvchaye d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'zman kari v'imru amen. Yehe shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam omei omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitale v'yitalal shmei dekudsha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tush bechata v'nechemata, da'amiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehe shalama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imramav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
And so a few announcements this week. I hope that you will check our website and your emails, for there's much going on in the life of our community. Next week is the last week of our Summer Institute. So I hope if you haven't joined, you will join one of our classes that is happening in the next week. If you are looking ahead to the high holy days, which we all are, in the next week, we will be sharing certainly more information about how to participate in Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur and all of the preparation leading up to and through Simchat Torah. And I want to make a note that our Elul study and learning in preparation for Slichot will begin on Monday, August 16th. And so please note that as we move into these weeks of August and the weeks of Elul. Yes, Cantor.
I just wanted to quickly say thank you so much to our high school intern, Zach Gondelman, and to Josh Rosenberg, director of birth to third grade learning, who have helped with music over the past couple weeks. Josh will be with you again next week. And then, God willing, we're going to all be together at some point soon. I'll be back in a week or two. So thank you. Toda rabah.
Great, thank you. So two last quick announcements is our Racial Justice Initiative in partnership with the Trotter School are collecting school supplies. And so if you are around and you see some school supplies and you want to pick them up, you can place them in a collection bin outside the temple. And then tomorrow morning, I hope you will join us at 10 o'clock for Minyan and Torah study. Rabbi Harper and Josh, Kiddush and Motzi, yes?
Absolutely. As we prepare to continue Shabbat in our own spaces, we sanctify the day with the sweetness, the joy of whether it's wine or something else lovely to drink. We join together in blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peni hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, זיכרון למעשה בראשית, כי הוא יום תחילה למקרא קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת, ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
Amen. Amen. Have a sip. Enjoy. And on Shabbat, this day of the week where we take that moment to pause, to reflect on all of our blessings, we continue that in miniature in our blessing over the challah. Hopefully, I'm looking around. I want to see some beautiful chalot, or oh, look at that one from the Zell's, lovely. Some beautiful chalot, and we take this moment to pause and say this blessing, grateful for all that we have and knowing that it is enough. Baruch atah Adonai
Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz, b'te'avon.
Te'avon, amen. Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shalom.
Let's
Shabbat
unmute
shalom,
ourselves and
everybody.
wish each other Shabbat
Shabbat
shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat
Shabbat
shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Remember to be satisfied.
Shabbat shalom.
Satisfaction is good.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, Marsha.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, Nancy.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat morning.
Shabbat shalom, Rhonda.
Shabbat shalom, Warren.
Shabbat shalom, Nick.
Shalom, Lauren.
Shabbat shalom, Vic and
Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.